Why do we talk to users? Without them, you can go down the wrong path, build a product or an experience or a service that's not working, not landing, not growing on multiple fronts. And not knowing your users can actually have serious downstream impact. And that's because the product that you build may not solve a problem deep enough, and then will also impact how you grow and communicate. And which means, how do you do your messaging? How do you do the positioning? How do you go and find channels where you can reach to your users? And this is actually the foundation of PMF. This is the reason we emphasize on this so much, is that you cannot wing it. Because we often find that teams are not able to align on what matters most, because, when you're just starting out, or that you've worked very hard to bring something to market that you are all excited by, but you're not getting traction. And you're not alone if that has happened to you. So founders, early stage teams, even later stage orgs have all run into these problems. And the bottom line is that you could very easily build something, but to increase your chance of creating something that is solving a real problem, you just need to be more rigorous in your approach. You are not your only user. Most of us begin building products because we resonate with the problem deeply, or we've experienced it firsthand, or we've seen users experience a problem intimately when working on something similar, which is how most SaaS products come about. Or we've seen someone close to us experience this, right? But when we begin to zoom out from ourselves, and the first step is just talk to customers, navigate the noise, and learn what they really want. And every stage of your product will be deeply rooted in knowing your users. You may be here at this point where you're just trying to find early adopters, someone who understands your vision. You may begin with someone who's like you, right? Or your circles of trust, which is your friends, your family, your colleagues, your first 10 users. And you will slowly start expanding beyond these into other groups. And this is a constant work in progress. Every time you cross that step, you will have to go back and do that hard work of getting to the heart of who are these new users, what are their problems, and how can your product solve it for them. And this is also very, very critical, that when you are starting out, especially in the 0 to 1 or the 1 to 10 journey, it's very hard to build a product that several types of users love, especially when you're starting out. So one of the things that we focus on is just go deep and solve the problem for one particular user type. This is why we say personas describe the center of a market segment. You can figure out then who is it that you are going after, and how can you go deeply and solve it for them.